So yesterday, as I was working on some new builds, I wanted to get a few extra gear mods because the ones that I had, they simply weren't good enough. But, as most of the time, I was out of crafting materials, or at least very low on the crafting materials that I needed, so I had to go and farm some more. I realized that I had quite a bit of cash as well, so I actually had the idea to simply just buy a couple of gear mods and then simply deconstruct those to speed up the process a bit. However, as I was standing next to the vendor, I realized that I was doing it all wrong. It suddenly came to me that items in the lower tier worlds are much cheaper than in the higher tier worlds. That is because they are of course a lower item level. But when it comes down to it, lower item level gear gives you just as much crafting materials back when you deconstruct them as the higher item level gear. So what would the point be in buying those gear mods in World Tier 4 if I can just buy them in World Tier 1 for much less? It is something that is so obvious, but still something that I overlooked during the whole duration of the entire PTS. So here's a golden tip for you. If you are ever low on crafting materials and you want to spend some money on items that you're going to then deconstruct, you will need to go to World Tier 1 and buy them there because items will always be a lot cheaper than anything you can get in World Tier 4. Now what you can also do is take this trick one step further. Because quickly after I realized that everything in World Tier 1 is so cheap, I of course figured out that in some cases the item level 33 items sell for more money than the item level 30 items in World Tier 1 cost. What that means is that instead of deconstructing your item level 33 items, you can in some cases sell them and then use that money to go to World Tier 1 and buy more items than that you sold, which can then result in you having more items to deconstruct and thus having more crafting materials. Quite a handy tip. Now, is this an oversight by Massive? Maybe. Will this get changed? Well, that's possible. However, for the time being, for those that are already farming their lives away in World Tier 4 and are ready to gamble away their materials at the crafting table, this is a way to increase your chances. Now the last tip that I have for you today regarding those crafting materials is that for some reason, gear set items will still give the player 2 fabric pieces when you deconstruct them. But the high-end items only give you 1. This was of course fine when gear set items were supposed to be better than high-end items in patch 1.3, but high-end items sell for pretty much the exact same amount of money at any given vendor and are also supposed to be just as good. What this means is that you will always want to deconstruct your gear set items because you get 2 crafting materials out of that and then sell your high-end items, and that will give you the most out of both worlds. And that's going to be it for now. I know it was a short video, but more videos are on the way, I promise. I'm trying to find the right balance between streaming, making videos, actually farming the items and then testing the builds and all that stuff. But you can expect a lot more videos coming this week, maybe even tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. As always, I will see you guys later, or like they say, in the Netherlands. See you later.